Hello there, this is Kelso with another fractured state development video. In this video, we are going to talk a little bit about networking, which is why you see two game clients in front of you right now. I'm going to, in this video, have a conversation with myself. Fantastic. So just a little bit before we jump into that glorious demo, I wanted to talk about how we're setting up the UI data files. I talked about it a little bit in a blog post. Just wanted to sort of show an example. The general idea is that if you can write an HTML web page or anything that sort of looks like it, then you should be able to write UI screens for fractured state if you so choose. So let's pull up a sample real quick. This is the data file that is powering the two clients that we just had up. So the general concept is that the entire UI, all of the menus, are broken down into screens. And screens can optionally have backgrounds and then any number of elements contained inside them. And the elements are placed with both horizontal and vertical alignments, and then offsets in the X and Y axis in screen space based on that. So if we take a look here, this opening screen is mandated. This is the screen that comes up as you're loading all the data. It's kind of like the loading screen or the splash screen, anything like that. This main menu screen is the screen that we can see here. Gives us all of our gain options. And it has a background. And inside this area, we can see some of our buttons that we have set up. So basically what this area is doing is giving us a perfectly centered horizontally and vertically box that is 500 pixels by 500 pixels. And then anything that's a child of this area will get placed inside of that sort of, grouping. So when we talk about buttons, buttons have to have functions, and functions call into the engine, make the engine do things. And functions can optionally have parameters. So for example, our start button right now is going to start the server for our LAN game, essentially. And the parameter that goes with this function is the screen that this function should go to after it successfully initializes the server. So once the server, once we start the server for the LAN, we're going to go to the screen named mPlayer Lobby, which is down here and has a chat box in it, which we will use, or I will use, to chat with myself. The next button has a function called connect to LAN. So this is basically after somebody has started a server, another person can come in and connect to that server on the network. This takes three parameters. The first one is the screen to use while we're waiting for the connection to happen. Typically this will happen pretty quickly, but if you're using like Hamachi or some other network emulation tool, might not, so good thing to have. The next screen after that is the screen that we should go to if the connection succeeds. So we're going to go to the same one that the host went to, mPlayer Lobby. And then the last parameter is the screen that we should go to if the connection fails. So you could go to a screen that gives some kind of error message or whatever. The way we have it right now is it just dumps you back to the main menu. Not the most user-friendly thing in the world, but for right now, it works fine. And then we also have buttons to launch our mod tool suite and buttons to quit the game, which we all know what that does. Right, so let's see it in action. So from our first client here on the right, we are going to start a network game. And we got our wonderful chat box. So going back to our chat box down here, mPlayer Lobby, chat box. You can see it's in the upper left corner, and it's 500 by 500 pixels, so that's handy. And from the other client, we're going to join the game that we just started. And there we have it. Now we have two players sitting in the lobby. Oops. And you can see I'm now chatting with myself. Thanks for watching this fractured state development video. Please rate and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please watch us on ModDB You can tweet at us and follow us on Twitter, and you can also like us on our new Facebook page. Thanks for watching. Bye.